What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber die trying. You see the thumbnail. Sabotage by being unsatisfied. Some people, you can't have a good thing. They just can't. For whatever reason. And what I find interesting about that is what's going on basically is I was having a conversation with a person and we were talking about the guy that got the 600th touchdown pass a ball from the Tampa Bay game. And they had to get the ball back from the guy. The guy said, well, I'm going to get. So they kind of had a trade-off for it. And one of the guys was like, what if he got a Bitcoin or something? He was like, man, that wouldn't have been enough for me. You know, I didn't need, you know what I'm saying, no, that's how you going to do it? And I was like, wait. By happenstance, you just happen to be one of tens of thousands of people who they gave a football to because you happen to be in the right place at the right time. You got a football. It happened to be a memorable, actual NFL historic moment. So now, if you would have been paid in Bitcoin for a Bitcoin, which is $60,000+, that wouldn't have been enough. Not enough for me, bro. That's a hell of a win. And and some people have been losing in life so much. And they've been sabotaging themselves in life so much with their lack of work ethic, their lack of effort, their lack of using their intellect, their lack of their ability to be fearless in situations. That somehow they've gotten to the point where they want it all for nothing. And this is my moment in the sun to shine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to milk this opportunity for far more than it's worth, because this may be the only opportunity I ever have because I've been BSing my whole life. And I see that in general where people sabotage themselves by being unsatisfied, because that's partially that's an entitlement issue where you're so entitled that you actually believe that you're owed something for not doing the things that you should have been doing with your life in the first place, which is ridiculous to me. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is when you're so greedy, that greed sabotages you, because why would you even, like, a person to look at you like, wait a minute, like if the shoe was on another foot and you gave me all the things you gave me for this, I'd be like, cool, that's dope. I'll take that. You know, not to mention, you know, it's like, hey man, that's that man's 600 touchdown pass. Like, he's been working 20 years in the NFL and he got to this. I think, you know, the fact that he could give you something for it is dope, but don't act like he didn't earn that and you should give it to him because he earned it. That's what he earned. It was an honest mistake. But they give fans that benefit of the doubt all the time because you get caught up in the tradition of giving something off and you forget, oh, this one's super important. You know, it's kind of like giving Barry Bonds his home run ball back. It's like, oh, I ain't giving that back. You got to give me $100 million. Oh, he's been playing his whole life, and you just happen to catch a baseball of one of his home runs, and now all of a sudden, it's a lotto ticket for you to be sitting on Easy Street the rest of your life because now you a hostage taker, whatever. And you see this even in the even in the dating and relationship space, where people swear that they've been done wrong and they're owed something by someone on some occasion, So they meet another person and all of a sudden they sabotage themselves by being unsatisfied because nothing you do can be good enough. It's like, well, how is nothing that they do good enough when what they did is already better than pretty much everything else you've received under these circumstances? But now I want more. So let me get this right. You're going to expect and demand and be entitled to more than you've ever gotten from a person who's given you more than you've ever gotten. And what exactly are you giving to them in this situation? Not really much or nothing in return, because you feel like you deserve them going above and beyond common sense, because you don't even go above and beyond for your damn self. Thus, why I'm saying sabotage by being unsatisfied, you blow your you don't have an opportunity to grow off of anything because you constantly blow your opportunities. But I'm gonna leave it at that at the moment. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.